My name is Jean Sebastian. I'm from France. My artist name is Djang, and I've been in Beijing and China for about 10 years now, playing music and doing all kinds of things. So I first got interested about China because my sister was studying Chinese in the 90s, and I didn't know what to study, so I kind of like followed her footsteps and studied to learn Chinese at university in Bordeaux, in France. And then the first time I went to Beijing was in the year 2000, and I started to go to concerts here in a few bars, like the River Bar and the Get Lucky Bar, and I saw many of the artists that were playing at the time, like the Wild Children, Brain Failure, Wen Xiaoli, Xiaohe, all these people from the Chinese music underground, and I started to be influenced by the sound here, and I wanted to try to do something a bit different, and I started to sing in Chinese and write my own songs in Chinese. So the first song I wrote in Chinese was in the year 2000, I think, just after coming here, or maybe a little bit before. And really, by coming to Beijing, I realized I really wanted to explore that a bit more, and I started to write more songs in Chinese and record a few albums in Chinese, with the idea of getting close to the Chinese folk underground sound. So on stage with my project, Djang, I play about 5 instruments, which includes a keyboard, a guitar, 2 Chinese instruments, and also a rhythm machine that I play live. The 2 instruments, Chinese instruments I play are the Zhong, which is here. It's an instrument played in the Beijing opera. And I also play the huluse, which is a flute from the south. I also play other Chinese instruments, but not on stage. One is the zhevapu, which is a Xinjiang instrument, and the other one is suona. That's all. So the idea is when I came here, I really wanted to. I discovered the Chinese music underground, and I had the idea of mixing Western and Chinese music all together. So the first album I published are actually really into this idea. And then with the development of electronic music, I wanted to also be part of that. So I started to mix the Chinese instruments and all my experience in folk music here in China with the idea of electronic music. And what put me into this is just seeing all kinds of things happening in Beijing when it comes to music and culture in general. So the first time I saw experimental music in Beijing was about 10 years ago. I saw Xiaohe and Wonderful Pharmacy, also Li Keqiao. And it was not so many people doing that at that time. And also electronic music was starting. I think in those days there was a band called Supermarket that was pretty good. Yufei Man, I think it's from Hong Kong or Guangzhou maybe, from Guangzhou. Yeah. So it wasn't too many electronic or experimental music in China at that time. These last few years I've seen a lot of bands coming up, and lots of Chinese musicians who have been trying to do more interesting and different music. So I think there will be an interesting development about this kind of music in the near future, but it's already happening at the moment. So today I'm going to play Yuan, which is the Chinese instrument I play, and I'm going to mix this with a few electronic sounds and use a loop machine, and also I'll be broadcasting maybe 2 or 3 videos that I have done while I'm playing.